Dear YouTube, this video does not violate any community guidelines. It is intended to share my journey of growing some plants that I like very much. This video does not encourage, glorify, or promote any illegal activities, sale, or consumption of regulated substances. This video is compliant with all YouTube policies. Also, if you're not 21, click off, man. So this is the 31st. I had topped my plant in an attempt to mainline it. So that's why it's basically stunted at this point. At least for what you're watching right now. And the other plant, I had tried to do the FIM technique. But later on you'll see I screwed that up. So I ended up topping it again, just like a regular top. So yeah, that's what's going on here. The plant is ready for planting. The plant. As you can see, there are plenty of roots. Plenty. I'm losing dirt as I speak, so I'm gonna stop and mix the dirt. Doing Fox Farm Ocean Forest. Forest, run, forest, run. Break it up. Plenty of mycelium. That's great. Enough to see that. When I get all these clumps broken up, I'm going to be putting in this Bigfoot mycorrhizae. I'm going to mix some in with the soil for later and put some on the roots when I transplant. Thank you very much. I'm going to wet it because it is a bit dry. And with this being the ocean forest, I'm going to put it into the pot first, so that way later on the roots can reach down and get all those nice nutrients when it needs them. I'm just going to start scooping and dumping. I can get all this in frame. There we go. I'm using 5-gallon pots. I don't think the other one's ready for transplant quite yet. But this one I saw the roots poking out the bottom of the little plastic pot, so Happy Frog, I'm only gonna do 1 scoop of the Bigfoot. Maybe even just a half a scoop. Making sure there's no big clumps. Fill in around this pot. Hey, there's my cat. What are you doing, Oyster? You smell the dirt? Yeah, you smell that dirt. That dirt smell good. Alright. In it goes. One of the vanilla frosting, transplanted, off center as fuck, but you know what? Oh well. Call it RBJ, because that's the nickname she gave to it, Ricky Bojangles. I'm gonna go check on the other plant, see if it needs transplanting, but I doubt it. I didn't see any roots popping out the bottom of it, but if you see it in this video, well then I transplanted. But if you don't, then I didn't. Now I am gonna do about a 1/4 teaspoon of recharge to a 1/2 gallon of water, and then pH it down, just to get that soil nice and inoculated. This plus that Bigfoot should really give that plant a kick in its caboose. You know what I mean? Now I'm gonna come back periodically and shake it, maybe once every 5 minutes for about 15 minutes. So about 3 times, just to make sure the pH settles and everything's properly mixed in. My second favorite green thing, do the do. Now that it's had time to settle, I'm going to go ahead and pH this. It was a little bit high, reading at 7.0. I probably could get away with just leaving it there, but Yeah, I'm a little paranoid. I'm gonna throw in some pH down. I'm gonna do about half a milliliter, sorry. About half a milliliter. I'm gonna mix that up, see where we're sitting. Alright, let's see where we're at with this. 6.6. You know, that is a bit on the high side. You know, some people they'll throw in 7.0 whatever. You know, the soil will buffer it. But again, I'm a bit paranoid about it. Maybe about 4 to 5 drops. This should be good, but I'm gonna check it just in case. .4, not quite where I'd have it personally, but it's much better than 6.6 or 7.0. So yeah, I'll go with that. Alright. So I'm just gonna first water it on this side, just to get that out of the way. And dump the rest of it kind of all around. That should kickstart that soil microbiome. Get that shit working. Get those nutrients available. Help recover this plant from the transplant right away. Yeah, hopefully we'll see some significant growth here in the next few days. Alright, so I was thinking, I took a look at the roots in here, and while it's not exactly where I'd want it to be for transplanting, it's good enough. And I figured since I did the other one, I'm already at it, I've already got all this shit out, might as well go for it. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna just do the same thing, breaking up the clumps. Again, I'm gonna give it a dusting of that Bigfoot as soon as I find it. Where did I put it? Oh, it's over here. Bigfoot. Brr. Goddamn big feet. And I think I've got this plant centered better than the other one. I think. And it's kind of important for this one too, since I'm mainlining it. I really need it to be in the middle, so everything can be as equilateral as possible. I don't even know if that's the right word, but it feels right. Yeah, you smell the weed? Huh? You smell that weed? Let me take the rest of mine. You know what? I'm not even going to put any in the hole. I'm just going to put it on the root ball itself. There's not much of a root ball to be had, but it's still something. It's still something, as you can see. I'm just going to take the little bit of Bigfoot I got left, put some on the bottom and the sides. Oh, well, that's it. That's all she wrote. Ooh, that was an ugly transplant, but that's okay. It was okay. Not the worst, not the best. I'm just gonna fill in around it a bit. Trying not to bury too much of the stem, but I can tell she's getting stressed out because I can really starting to smell her. Smells good though. And the rest of this dirt I'll probably I'll use for my sunflower because it's starting to get to the point where it needs a transplant, but I need a pot for it first, and then it'll be going outside. So as you can see, it's been a few days. They've got some new growth. The day I transplanted them was the 1st, and today is the, let's see, technically it's the 6th. It's 2:30 in the morning on the 6th. I've super cropped this one over here, and I also topped it. Well, you saw the top in the last part, but I've got it super cropped, and I just snapped the stem, but just barely. So I'm gonna use this pine stick to keep it held in place so it can heal. But the idea is bend that main stem over, try and get all the side shoots as even as possible. Besides that one, of course, I'm gonna have to let that heal first. Probably have to end up super cropping it. But yeah, there's gonna be a nice fat knuckle right here. I don't know if I'm getting in the way. Nice fat knuckle right here. Yeah, I just want all this side growth to get nice and even with each other. As far as my mainline attempt is going, the side shoots are coming in good. I keep trying to keep these. I'm trying to keep the lower nodes, side branches uncovered if possible. Trying to put their leaves on top of the, trying to put the lower branches leaves on top of the upper branches leaves, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that's what they look like today. Technically 6 days later. Yeah. Pretty cool. But yeah. So we're working with sunflower. Sunflower is definitely getting pretty big. The leaves are pretty fat. Hold on.
These are pretty fat. As you can see, it does need a transplant. I still don't have a new pot for it because I'm broke. My clone attempt is, well, it doesn't look dead yet necessarily, but I haven't seen any roots popping out, so I don't know. I figured I'd just leave it. I don't know. See what happens. And now you're caught up to speed on everything I've done. Hope you'll tune in for the next one. Probably make it another, I don't know. Might be another week, might be 2 weeks. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And as always, appreciate y'all watching, sticking around. Hit that like button, or if you don't like it, hit the dislike. Subscribe to follow along. And I hope to see y'all next time. Bye bye.